The 7th week of Dana White's Contender series, and my goodness, I wish there were more of these. We've only got 10. We're on number 7, but hey, let's enjoy it while it lasts, right? Here we are in the lightweight division. We have Dylan Mantello. He's taking on Kaynan Kruschewsky, I think is how you say that. I could be wrong on that. I'm probably going to call him Kaynan for this fight. I don't want to butcher his last name that often. So Mantello, he's 3-2 in the last 5, 4-0 and a no contest on the Kaynan side. Kaynan only has one loss on the career. 14-1 is a very impressive record. 7-2, not bad, especially considering one of those losses is to Archie Colgan, which we'll get into that fight a little bit more here in a moment. Now, let's start with the Mantello side because I always end up starting on this side. I wish I would have flipped these because I should have started over there. But we're going to start with Mantello. He's a good striker, and he sticks his jab pretty well. He's willing to work the body as well, and I do like that. Counters shots as he's hit. Doesn't have to like slip a shot to land. He'll just eat it and counter back, and that's not necessarily a good thing, but it's a good thing when you can do that and for as long as you can do that. He's got pretty good volume, and he has forward pressure, but he's not like aggressive with it. He will just kind of move forward and throw shots if you let him do so. He's very durable, and I can say that specifically because of that Archie Colgan fight. Archie Colgan's an animal. That dude is a beast. He is a monster. He is a savage, and he flatlines people. He landed some heavy shots on Mantello, and Mantello, he ate him. That fight went to decision. He ate those shots like it was, definitely showed some damage, but he walked through that stuff, and he was still alive in that final round, and here he was, making it through, powering through it. That's very impressive to me. So I think that this dude has a very good chin, and I don't assume that it's faded on him this fast in his career. He's only had 9 fights professionally, so he's probably still got that in this one anyway. He does have good wrestling that he used early in his career, not as much now, but he showed a pretty good double leg early on in some of his amateur fights as well as his first couple of fights in his pro career. So for Mantello here, I think he's got a lot of upsides, and that durability is one of them that he's probably going to need in this matchup because Kaynan, he's a good striker that comes forward recklessly. He's going to come forward and throw combinations that are not the most polished, but they're combinations nonetheless, and they've got some power behind them. He's got good volume as well, but he's also pretty durable, and he's shown that because, well, he doesn't have the best striking defense either. He will get hit, but he's got that volume, he's got that power, and he's just throwing shots at you. A guy that's countering those shots as getting hit, this is going to probably make for a very good back-and-forth barn burner on the feet. The thing that that Kaynan has, I almost tried to butcher his last name again, but the thing that Kaynan has is he does have probably better jiu-jitsu than someone like Mantello, although the wrestling is going to be in the Mantello favor. He has used elbows from the top as well to set up his submissions as well, and that's pretty good for a guy like Kaynan to start cutting open, get that skin tearing and get that blood coming out. But the problem I see with his jiu-jitsu is he's willing to pull guard when he's looking for the guillotine. And I don't know if you guys know this. If you've been around the channel a while, you understand that I do not like when people pull guard. It's a horrible idea in MMA. It used to work. It doesn't work now, at least not very well. Maybe if your name's Paul Craig, but otherwise, it doesn't work that well. So when you pull guard, fishing for a guillotine, and you don't get it, especially against a guy like Mantello, who does have a pretty good wrestling skill set, who can probably stay on top of you and grind out minutes there, I can see Kaynan pulling guard and doing something silly like that, especially because he's content to try to work from his back and use his jiu-jitsu at times. That said, I have to take Mantello, but I'm not super confident in this because on the feet, these guys are going to be slinging leather, coming at it hard, going for the finish on the feet. But I see too many times where Kaynan's going to be coming forward, and I can just picture it in my head. He's going to be landing shots. Mantello's going to try to roll through. He's going to jump guillotine and try to get him there, and it's not going to go well for him. And I think that's where Mantello's going to get on top and be able to land a little bit of ground and pound, win the round, get that, and just kind of keep going with that momentum. And it might even go to decision for the simple fact that these guys are both so durable. So for me, Mantello's the pick, and I think he probably takes it by decision because we see Kaynan give up those minutes, even though it's very close on the feet. Let me know who you've got. Like the video on your way out. I'll see you in the next breakdown.